Hello, welcome back to Fist Entertainment for my review of 1992's Hellraiser 3 Hell on Earth, which is a part of this wonderful 4K box set from Arrow Video. Alright, I will be talking about the plot of Hellraiser 3 Hell on Earth, the real's opinion, my opinion, talking about the catalog quality of the 4K restoration, and possibly a little trivia about the differences between previous releases and this one. And we'll be giving the film a ranking. So following the events, but I say maybe a few years after the events of Hellbound Hellraiser 2, we come to a ambitious news reporter who wants to be an anchor woman. He comes across a mysterious death in a hospital. Following leads that she comes up with, she discovers that it has to do with a very familiar box that we are familiar with called a length configuration. And while she is discovering all of this, the pillar that we saw at the very end of Hellbound is enclosed with a very familiar face, which is Pinhead. Now, at the very end of Hellbound Hellraiser 2, the human host and the evil that was Pinhead got separated from each other. And we saw the death of the human version of him, which is a Real War veteran captain named Elliot Spencer. And basically, the ghost of Elliot Spencer is communicating with this newswoman and telling her that the evil that once was connected to me is now free in your world, and you must help me to stop it. And the idea is to bring Pinhead to his domain so he can deal with him. Pinhead, of course, is making new Cenobites, is toying with our hero, and basically is wreaking havoc. The body count is way high in this one because he makes up for having the lowest kill count when it comes to this rat pack of Horror icons. He probably makes up for it. To be told, that wouldn't surprise me if you actually took the time to count all of the kills he does in this movie. It probably would outdo Jason. There's one particular scene in the film where he probably kills 300 people. So there you go. So will she be able to go ahead and, with the help of a ghost, bring an end to Pinhead once and for all? Well, you have to watch the movie to see. Alright, the real's opinion of the film. This is a case of when it came out, it was always compared to the first two films, and it felt like a letdown, and people did not like the movie. But as the years have passed on, Hellraiser 3 Hell on Earth has actually gotten a lot of the recognition that it actually deserves, because it's actually a very, very good Hellraiser movie. Now me, I am kind of feel the same way. I kind of warmed up to this film over the past 20 or so years, but now I absolutely love the film. I think it's a wonderful Hellraiser film, and definitely one of the better ones out of the sequels for sure. I especially like the story. I like the whole good versus evil interplaying story of the movie. I mean, I like the fact that Doug Bradley, the actor behind the Pinhead, gets to play two characters in the film. He gets to play Captain Elliot Spencer and he gets to play Pinhead. And having like the good versus evil between the two, it's just so fun to watch. It's so fun to watch. It is just timeless to me. I definitely enjoy that aspect of the film. And I just think the film is really well made for what it is. Now let's talk about the 4K quality. Well, this is a very, very big, very different movie now than it's ever been in the physical media realm. VHS couldn't do it like this. Even the theatrical release of the film was not as good as this. The previous Blu-ray, which is the only Blu-ray in existence before this, which was part of the Scarlet Box from Arrow Video a few years ago. Even that cannot compare to this, and there's really one big reason why. This is the very first time that you've actually had a 5.1 sound presentation for Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. That's a big, big, big leap, and boy, can you hear a whole lot more in the film. Now let's talk about the 4K quality. Well, the Dolby Vision HDR10 really do enhance this 4K restoration. Granted, there's still some gray in there about due to being an old film. That's kind of the same way as the first two films. This one does have that 1990s look, but the attention to detail and so many things that you couldn't see before that you can see now because of the HDR10 being enhanced by Dolby Vision and the 4K restoration. This film looks insanely different and definitely insanely better than I've ever seen it look in the entire time it's existed. And this film came out in 1992, so it's a pretty old movie. Now the ranking. I give this film I would give it a 3 stars, not 3.5, not a 3.5, because this film does have its issues. Like some of the visual effects could have been better. I think the semi-bites that Pinhead creates in this are very generic and are nowhere near as good as the semi-bites in the first two films, or even the ones in the fourth film, which of course we'll be reviewing next. And it's because of that genericness they kind of, takes it down a little notch with the ranking of the film, but I still consider this a great film, which is why it gets 3 stars, because it's a great film. It's not a good film, it's a great film. So I definitely think you should check it out, because it's definitely a great film, and definitely worth your time. So check out Hellraiser 3 Hell on Earth, and I will see you guys on the next review.